Hi everyone, it's Tammy and I have yet another camera angle and I hope that this one is okay. I think that this one is better than the others because I can see a little bit better and hopefully that makes the video just a little better as well. But for this I found a cute YouTube channel by the name of Simply Simple. I think it's, let me see, I'm sorry, I'm telling you the wrong thing. Her name is Connie Stewart, and her channel may just be called Connie Stewart, but she does Simply Simple cards. And this one is not so simple, but you should look her up on YouTube, and I will put her link below. But this one is going to be a really cute spinner card that I have never made before. And honestly, I watched her video, and I am doing this from memory. I didn't write down the dimensions, I didn't write down anything, I just loved it and thought, okay, I can remember that, and hopefully I did. So the only thing different about this tripod setup is that one of the tripods is kind of in my way a little bit, so pardon me if my hands act a little bit out of sorts because I'm not exactly sure how I need to best get around my tripod, so I'm still working on figuring it out. And meanwhile, my fingers will just dance. And I cannot see what I'm filming. Like right now, I can't tell what's being filmed. So pardon me if it's just totally crazy. But for this one, I'm going to use a close to my heart stamp pad. This is an acrylic stamp pad. It's called For Every Occasion. I do not know the date, but it is an old one, just like all of my stuff. And I'm going to also use this aviary card stamp set that I got from Stampin' Up. I'm going to use this cute little owl just because I love him. And I need to make a thank you card because one of my friends at work, she's a lot younger than me, and she had some clothes that she gave to my daughter, some really cute dresses. And so I wanted to give her a cute special thank you card. She's one of my planner buddies. She's Brittany from my Planner Buddy section. So hi Brittany if you're watching, and thank you very much, and I know that you will have already gotten this, so I don't mind posting your card now. But I went ahead and used a regular A2 card base, which is 5 1/4 by, 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I mean that's the whole thing is 8.5 by 5.5, and then you score it at 4 1/4. I'm hoping that makes sense. So that this is an A2 card. I'll just say that because I'm confusing myself. And then I just cut this down to size. It's a little bit smaller because that's what I had in my scraps, but I really liked this color and I liked this pattern. And then I also had this little piece that was left over from something, so I thought that that might be cute if I put this here. And then I'm going to stamp thanks in white on this card stock. And I'm going to stamp that here. And I don't know if I'm going to stamp that in black or if I want to stamp that in blue. And then I also am not sure if I want to do my little owl in black or in blue. But I will probably do him in blue, therefore I'll probably do that in blue. So I think I just talked myself into it. I am going to find my little stamping thing. Here we go. And I also loved these, and I thought those went really well with this, so I'm going to use that as well. So I have this paint box ink that I've had for years, and I'm just going to put my little owl on here. And I'm going to stamp him somewhere kind of like in the middle, and I'm going to try to pick the blue that I think is closest, and I think it's this one right here. So I'm just going to take this little ink pad and ink this little baby up. He's sticking to my ink pad. They're still kind of juicy. So I'm going to kind of try to push him down without too much of a hassle. And then, he didn't stick. Yikes. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go old school and just stamp him on with my hand. Alright, and hopefully that's stamped, and if not, I can re-stamp it. This is just a piece of scrap white. Oh, but it did very well. And I'm going to cut him out. I have this stamping, yes, that fits just fine. I have this 3/4 inch hole punch, and it doesn't have to be a 3/4 inch, but this one seems to hold the little guy, just about perfect. So I'll stamp him out, and then I'm also just going to stamp 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. 2 may be enough, but I'm going to go ahead and do 3. And I'm going to take a little drink. Okay, and I'm going to put my thanks on here. And I'm going to stamp this up, or ink this up with that same blue ink. Now for this card, you're going to need some baker's twine. You might be able to use some regular twine too, but the baker's twine is nice because it's soft and it won't fray, I don't believe, and it will just be the best if you have that. And I'm going to just stamp this kind of toward the end and in the middle. And yay, that looks cute. Thanks. So I'm going to put these over here so that I can clean them when I'm all done. Bye, Mom. Bye, sweetheart. I love you. My daughter's going to dance. So I think I'm going to use another piece of this twine. I've used this twine once before in something, and I don't even know why I have it or where I got it, but I know I had to have it for some reason because it came in this little bag and all of them are pre-cut to about 12 inches. So you need about a 12-inch piece, so I thought this was perfect. And then I also thought that, just now I thought I'm going to put some on the bottom of this just to make it even extra cute. So I'm just getting out another one, and I'm going to let that dry because it sometimes doesn't dry the fastest. Oh no, and I just bumped this. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so you also need some Stampin' Dimensionals, and you will want your little paper piercer thing, which I know I have one. I didn't get it out earlier. I think I might have one in this set. Let's see. Oh no, I guess I don't have one. Well, this was for my Cricut, wasn't it? So that's why it doesn't have one. But I know that I have one somewhere. I have 18 million sets of things, so I'm sure that I have one. Well, pooh. Let me see if I have one in my little toolbox over here. I'm sorry, I wasn't very prepared, I guess. I thought that I had one in that thing. And I want like a sharp paper piercer. Is this one? No. Well, dagnabbit. Hold on a minute. I'm going to look for one and I will be right back. Okay, well, I'm back and I still didn't find what I was looking for. Isn't that frustrating when you know you have something and you just can't seem to place it? And I've moved something so it's at my feet now and I'm trying to move it back so it's not bugging me. Okay, so I'm going to make do with a sewing needle that my mother gave me. This will work. Just need something to poke everything through. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to take about a 12-inch piece of baker's twine, and you take a Stampin' Dimensional, and you want to make sure that you leave the covering on the Stampin' Dimensional, and you're going to put this on the Stampin' Dimensional. I think that you guys can see this okay. And then I'm going to sandwich the end of the baker's twine with another Stampin' Dimensional. And again, I am leaving both sides covered. So right now this is just 2 Stampin' Dimensionals stuck next to each other with a piece of baker's twine in the middle. And I don't even have my little thing because it's all in one little kit and I don't know where it is. So I am just going to poke through, and you just want to take your little pin and poke all the way through to the other side. break on free to the other side. Okay. Oh, and see how that lid came off? So you got to be careful. I don't want it to come off. I want it to stay on. I will eventually take one of them off, so I guess I don't mind too much. And I'm going to go ahead and push this all the way through because I'm going to stick a brad through here. And I may just go ahead and follow this up with a brad. And you want to use a Stampin' Up! Brad if you have them, because they are a little longer than other brads. I know that Stampin' Up! Has some silver brads, but I just don't know where mine are right now, so I'm just going to use one of these colored brads, but I think that they'll all be the same length, or the same length. You might pick one that has its little feet in pretty close together. Now if I stuck this through here, would I be all right? I'm thinking, because I'm going to stick that on there, and then that on there, and then I'm going to put this. Okay, I think I'm okay. I'm going to go ahead and take off the sticky on one of these ends, just on the end where my brad is going to go, if that makes any sense. So like the top of my brad is going to be against the sticky end of the tape. So I am taking this, and as I'm sliding this through, I'm going to be pushing my brad through the hole that it just created. At least I hope that's my plan. And again, be really careful not to pull the backing off of the other side of the dimensional. Well, I didn't quite do what I was hoping to do. There we go. Okay, so I have the brad through that piece of paper. And then I'm also going to take one of these pieces of paper. And if you have a small hole punch, probably like an 1/8 of an inch, I think she said, you could do that too. Now I want to make sure that that one doesn't have the paper off of it, because I want to be able to move that around. And this one I want to stick this down on. So the dimensional is stuck on one side to this paper with the brad, but this end of the brad is not stuck. See how the dimensional tape is not off, and all I do is have this ring around the brad. And now I'm going to open this brad up. This is where I'm not exactly sure I'm remembering it correctly, but I think that I am, because I want this to be able to spin on that. And I want to make sure that it's not too awfully tight, so maybe I need to loosen these up just a baby hair. And let's see if that moves. And it does, it moves. So hopefully I'm doing it okay. Hopefully I am. Alright, so now what I think I'm done with this little doohickey. I'll put this back in the thing that I got it from. Thanks, Mom. I know this is supposed to be for sewing, but I still use it for a craft. Alright. Put my lid back on. Have another drink of my Diet Coke. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to use glue dots because I want to make sure that this sticks really well. So I'm going to take 3 glue dots, I think. Whoops. And I'm going to glue dot the end of the brad that I'm going to stick onto my card. So 1, at least 2. And I think I have room for another one on here. Okay. Now this is going to go on our card, wherever you decide you want to put it, which I'm going to say, let's go about here. And if this doesn't work, then we're going to have to figure out what else we can do with it, because I am counting my blessings that this is going to work. Okay, now I'm going to put him on top of here. And I'm just going to use some snail tape to do that. And I'm just putting him right on top. And I'm going to take this last piece of cardstock that I cut out, and I'm just going to put a lot of snail on this. And I'm going to take the end of the baker's twine, the other end of the baker's twine, and I'm going to put that in here. And then I'm going to fold this in half and kind of make a little tab so that you can use this to pull. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this twine and we're going to wrap it around the owl. And then hopefully when I pull this, the owl will move. And he does, but this isn't sticking very well. Well, okay, so let's see. When you pull this, the owl moves. So what is happening here that's not allowing it to move? Let me see. I think I have it, because I think that this whole thing wants to move. So let me take this off. Maybe. I think that the whole brad wants to move. And it does. So I need to take these glue dots off that I stuck on here. Okay, we're going to get this. I should have watched her video one more time. And you know what I'm going to do? Okay, so I'm going to take, well, not that piece of scrap. I'm going to throw that piece of scrap away. I'm going to take a bigger piece of scrap, and I'm going to cut out a larger hole, or a larger circle. I might even do it in a scallop, just for some decoration. Okay, and I'm going to, how am I going to do this? I'm going to use my ATG runner and put the tape on this, because this ATG tape is really pretty sticky. So I'm going to put that here. And then this is going to go on here. I just need to figure out how to stick it without moving these brads too much, because I think that's the key. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think that's the key. I think the key is not to move. Okay, I think what I need to do is take this one off. We will get this, people, I promise, because this is too cool. Okay, we're going to take that off, and I'm going to get a roundy piece. And I wish I had some more of that blue, but I do not. But here's a scrap of this kind of blue. That's kind of pretty. Let's put this, and it's shiny and sparkly. And this is 1 1/4 inch round punch. It's made by by EK Studios. So, let's see. If I put this down, let me put a little hole through here. And I'm just using the sharp end of my scissors to put it about in the middle. And yes, this should work. Okay, so now I'm going to put the brads down. Again, not too tightly. And then what I'm going to do is away from where the brads are, so that the brads won't touch it when they move, I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals, because I think that this will hold it down pretty good. I hope. I'm just going to clip some of these off. I don't know if this is what Miss Stewart used or not, but I'm hoping that this will do the trick. I'll have to watch her video again to see what she did to make these work better. Okay, so now that those are all stuck on here, I'm going to peel off the paper. And I'm going to stick this in the middle of that scallop circle that I did. And I'm really hoping that, I put more than I usually would because I'm really hoping that this extra adhesive will reinforce this and make it stay, because when I'm pulling on that string, it might be a little bit, you know, it might put some pressure on it. So we'll put this in the middle of the little scallop about there, and I'm gonna push it down pretty good. Alright, and here we go again. I have something on my finger. We're going to wrap this around. And now we're going to pull, and look, it works! Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fun to make. You guys are going to be making these, and so am I. And oh my gosh, I am just in love. So this is so darn cute. I'm going to write pull on the bottom of this, and I will use like a really fine pen if I have one. Hopefully a blue one. Maybe this one will work. I'll just write pull. And I'll write it on the other side as well. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so cute. I can see me making more of these. Birthdays and all sorts of days. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so now I'm going to take my ATG gun, which I could not find even though it's right in front of me. I'm just excited now. And I'm going to glue this bad boy on, and I'm going to use a little more glue than I usually do for the same reason. Make sure I have this going the right way, whichever way I like it. And put this down. Oh, Mr. Owl, I am just loving this. And do I want the ribbon around all of it or just those two? I think just these two. So I'm going to, oh, I'd put a little bird on there. Sorry, Mr. Birdie, I didn't use you. That was from a different card a while ago. I remember doing it. So I'm just putting this here. And then I'm going to put this white thanks, which obviously is scrap paper from a different cardstock. But I just wanted the thanks, so it's fine that it's just this white one. I'm going to put it right there. And, oh, you know something I didn't do, which I could do? I think I'll do this. There we go. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to wrap it around a few times, and then just tie it in a knot. My fingernails are long and I am not used to it. Next time I get them done, I'm gonna have them shorten them because I like the look of them being long, but it's not practical for me. And some of you are probably looking at them going, those aren't long, but to me, these are long. Alright, so I'm just spreading this out just a little bit just to give it a cool look. And I'm going to take my little glue gun and then center this, kind of going along with the stripes in the card, which I really didn't even plan, but it worked out beautifully. Alright, so I think this is our card. Oh, I might trim these just a hair. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's see how this thing works. Zoop. Okay, so she'll get it like this and pull. Yay! Oh my goodness, I am in love with this card. It is so cute. Oh my goodness, I gotta do it again. Yay! Oh, I am loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. This is so much fun. And it's so cute. So I'm gonna move that so it's looking straight, and there's the pull. And there is our card, and then when you open it up, I'll have my daughter write a sweet little note saying thank you for all of the clothes. But how cute is that? I am so excited. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you all later. So I started to make another one of these cards because I like this one so much, and I realized that I forgot to put on the cute little flowers that I was all excited about. So I'm just holding my camera right now, so pardon me if it's a little shaky. But I'm trying to do this one-handed and put on some glue dots so that I can actually make the card even cuter, if that's possible, because it is so cute already. I just love this thing. This is probably one of my favorite cards that I've ever made. I think it's just adorable. And it really was pretty easy, and it didn't take a whole lot of time. So I am definitely making another one. I have my little red and white twine out, if you can see it, that I'm just going to do something else with it. I just love these flowers too. They're so pretty. So my last one, putting this on. These flowers, the glue dots want to stick to the paper. So let's put that there. And I know that I only have two at that side, but then I have the third one down there. So I think that that is just adorable. Okay, now I'm done. Thanks so much. Happy crafting.